My dream job for the future is English teacher. If I will be English teacher, first I will pass the first course of ESO. Next I will choose for upper secondary education the subject Latin and Greek. After that I will do some exam to get a good mark to come choose a good university. At university I will study this degree.
In the future I would like to be an English teacher. To get it I have to do 4 years of secondary education, and when I finish them I have to do upper secondary and choose the subject of language. And next I have to do 4 years of a degree or 1 or 2 years more if I want a higher degree. In the future I can create an academy to teach people if they want to study English, because English is important to find a job. And in Marmolejo there are some opportunities to find a job like an English teacher, because people is interested in English and because it's important and necessary to find a job.
In my country, you need to get many studies if you want to become a molecular scientist. First, you have to pass the compulsory secondary, and in the last year you have to choose an optional subject called biology and geology, another 2. When you finish it, you have to pass the upper secondary, and you have to choose upper secondary of sciences. And next you have to do a special exam called selectividad, and you need to get a very high marks. And finally, you need to go to Cordoba's University, for example, and this degree has about 5 years, and I think that I know work in a laboratories more or less, and I think that I will help in investigation of stem cells and in cures of different types of cancer. I know that in Cordoba there are very good laboratories, and I want to work in there.
In the future, I would like to be a doctor. In Spain, if you want to be a doctor, you have to do some studies. First, you have to pass the ESO. It is a condition and it's a period for 4 years. When you finish it, you have to do bachillerato. It's a after study, it's a period for 2 years to prepare for the university. In this period, you have to choose sciences, and you have to have high marks to facilitate the access to the university. Finally, you have to do an exam called selectividad, and if you pass it, you will study medicine in a University of Andalusia or another university of Spain. Medicine is a difficult degree, and it needs be wrong, but I'm a person who thinks that if our society wants to improve other generation, the rest of people must to teach values, some ideals, principles that you guide your personal conduct, some values which define you as an individual, and they help you to distinguish what is right. For near to my town there is a good hospital, and it has a good good facilities to help people. I would like to work in it when I finish my degree of medicine.
In the future, I would like to be a technical engineer. To get this job, you need to study compulsory second education for 4 years. Then you need to study science technologies at upper secondary. Before going to university to study your ideal degree, you must pass some exams. You must get 7 to study technical engineer at the university. I would like to study at Sevilla's University, and this degree lasts for 4 years more, and that it is the final project. When I finish my degree, I will create an olive oil factory to improve it, and I will help people to get a job. Marmolejo is famous for its olive oil, and with my new factory I will improve.
I will want to study psychology. If I study psychology, I will do after secondary science. I need a 6.3 in selectividad to study in high. If I want to go to University of Granada, I will need hard marks. I will need a 7.4.
In the future, I will be a primary or kindergarten teacher. To get it, I have to study the secondary education, and when I finish them, I have to study upper secondary of social. In the university, I have to study 4 years of the degree and would like study them in Seville. I finish, I have to present to the oppositions. It's a special exam. There are not many opportunities because there are fewer children.
Job for the future is vet. I will be a vet because I love animals and I would like to save them. I must pass ESO. When I finish 4th ESO, I must study a science upper secondary education. It's 2 years and it isn't compulsory. After that, I must pass an exam with a high mark, like 11.15. This degree lasts 4 years. I would like to study at Córdoba College. When I finish my degree, I would like to open a clinic for horse, cows or sheep. Because in Marmolejo, people love this animal. And
in job is doctor. For get become doctor, you have to do compulsory second education. And in form of compulsory second education, you have to catch science. To second of after secondary. In second of after secondary, you have to do a test for take note, and you can go to university for study doctor. This note is about 11 point, and if you take this note or more note, you will be a doctor.